Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and it's pretty much the same shit as last video where we're just going through all the units and seeing how well they do. And yeah, right now we're running the rookie Memoria, of course, on John Smith, John, whatever you want to call him. We're running this bird as well because we're not really caring about swapping over. We're gonna prioritize just running Smith John. So yeah, you can see his damage numbers just with the rookie support. These are the numbers he can get up to: 662k, and of course for SPA. Well, the reason why I want to check him out is because of his passives. These two passives work very well for him. First of all, he of course keeps stacking infinitely, so every attack does 5% more damage. And that's very nice, of course, when a boss lasts a pretty long time on the map. So, you know, in the Rift here, that Dolphy boss, he lasts a bit of a long time. So yeah, this buff can go very well on that. And then there's this buff as well, you know. Let's say his damage stat, of course, is not higher than the enemy's HP. Then of course he's doing 40% more damage to them. So these two together can do stupid numbers. And of course with rookie support, he's of course going to be doing a lot more as well. So we're getting a few stacks in right now, so I don't know how many attacks he's done. It would be nice if AV had a number where it shows how many attacks they've done so far. You know, just for the sake of a few units, you know. So let's just run through each of the buffers and just get some buffs on him. So we're going to place you back there. Okay, your VFX is off, that's fine. That's the Bobwood getting on, so he's already doing 30% more damage to that. Then, because rookies are playing Absolute Freeze as well, he's doing like instances of 100k more damage, 100% more damage as well. Then let's place our Brook down, place our Irons down, use Aura of the Overlord. And let's run through this Brook. What's it called again? Guitar Hero? Yeah. Shouldn't take too long. There you go. And now we're gonna Caloric Urza in. The reason for this, of course, she has a nice buff, granting like 70% damage. And of course, that 20% range. So we need to get to heal, of course. Once you sort forms, she gives a 20% damage buff for 30 seconds, so he should go up to a high damage number, you'll see. So, any moment now. There we go. And now he's up to 3.43. You can see his EDPS is a very high number right now. 1.9, 1.4 million EDPS. It's pretty crazy, you know, 2 million. It's just going to keep stacking, and if, of course, Absolute freezes up, that number is going to be even greater. So when we're using Assassination, if you can time it for Absolute Freeze, that's the most ideal scenario. But you can see the damage numbers he's putting. Let me just switch back so I can keep that buff up. I just want to show you guys, of course, a point where he's just hitting like 4 million EDPS. And roughly, it's only been like 3 minutes, so yeah, you can tell that he can stack pretty well, you know. So back over to this form. And yeah, let's just wait until he hits like some stupid number. We'll use Assassination and you guys can see the number of damage he does. So I guess I'll pop it now. Absolute Freeze is up. And I did not see the number directly, but you can see his EDPS is like 5 million or some shit. It's so stupid. You can pull up some crazy numbers. 5.8, 6, you saw 6 million. So yeah, this unit, he's pretty cool, you know. The fact that he is unknown means, of course, he's immune to stats, effects, and debuffs. And of course, that blast means that he synergizes with Rukia very well. And of course, since he is unknown, it picks between either of the two when picking the Absolute Freeze interaction. But if it does pick the blast one, he's got a lot of damage. Even if it does pick the unknown one, there's a lot of decent other elements that can, of course, perform good interactions as well. So yeah, let's just get into there's a Rift run. And of course, if I want, I might do another run, but let's just get into the run. You'll see how effective he is. Yo, before the video continues here, I would like to you guys to please subscribe, you know. I'm low-key very close to 6k subs. And yeah, once I hit that, I'll drop some giveaways in my Discord. So yeah, the Discord server link will be in the description. So yeah, just join up and yeah, I'll see you guys there. Hopefully by the end of today, you know, we hit 6k subs. But yeah, I'll just get to the video and stop yapping. Okay, so pretty much you can see he's gonna gain a lot of range because we've got Rukia support, Iron support, and Urza support. So I place him very far back, you know, turning off both my indicators, of course. And I do place him there, my newsman, just to slow these guys. I probably did not even need to do that. And yes, Rukia's attacking, and she is Monarch, but I purely am using her for Absolute Freeze. So yeah, I don't want anyone to get onto me for using a Monarch, because later on her damage is pretty much irrelevant. It's just about absolute freeze up time. If I had an ethereal one or a second copy, I'd run ethereal and place multiple. But I just don't have that, so yeah. What can I do about it? But yeah, I place Iron Seer just to get his roof to overload up. Then once I can, I place my Sid. You can see Sid. He is going to be doing most of the work. Then I Aura, no wait, Caloric Stone in Urza and get her to a buff mode. And you can see Sid's damage is already stacked up like a lot, you know. Let's just get this proc buff out of the way. And yeah, you can see his numbers. He's already hitting some nice range as well. We're just going to keep alternating between the two Duelist and Vanguard in terms of buff modes. In terms of our Urza. And yeah, once Sid is maxed out, it's very nice. He hits the end of the path, so yeah, all times he has just that 1.4 range, or 1.4x. I did not notice it until later on, but my Ainz was not attacking at all, so he wasn't even given the Aura of the Overlord buff. So this whole time he had 50% less damage and 20% less range than he should have had. But you can see this boss, 48 million, he gets shredded so easily. Sid is pretty much doing like roughly like 2 to 3 million per hit. It's very nice. I popped the assassination after a few hits because I want to get the stacks up. And I pop it around here. It did like, was that 18 million, 17 million? And that wasn't even a full stack. Not even, I'm saying full stack, but there's not really a full stack into it. Like a high stacked passive. But yeah, I sold the other newsmen because they sort of serve no other purpose. And yeah, you can see we are just running this proc buff back again because why not? And yeah, around like wave 17 is just when I realized Ainz was not doing his shit. But yeah, you can see per hit it's just doing crazy numbers. These guys have like 20 million, 25 million. And yeah, he just destroys them, you know, pretty easily. And with Rukia's absolute freeze support, it's even like the damage just can be even higher than it is. Yeah, I did upgrade Ansia at some point. And yeah, we had the Aura of the Overlord buff there as well now. And you can see his damage now. We alternate between the forms as well. And yeah, soon you'll see the boss spawn out and you'll see the damage we can do with Sid. This is way better than the run I had with Deku, because Deku allowed the boss to get to a further point. I think Smith John had like a very easy time with this, you can see. And yeah, it's cool that he's unknown and blast, you know. So, I mean, we do have nullified chopper, but even if we didn't, he would have that 10% damage reduction as well, which is a very good buffer as well. I wouldn't say a buff, but like a good interaction. But yeah, you can see this boss spawns out. He's already lost 30 million. And we're not going to use the assassination until later on, because we want to have, of course, a full stack. I won't say full stack, but a high stack on the second passive. You can see per hit, you can't really see the numbers because of so much enemies, but per hit is around like 3 to 4 million, which is crazy, you know. And the odd occasion he does crit, it's even higher. I do move these newsmen just for full-time bubble application. And yes, soon I do use it, and boom, it took like 22 million off him. That's it for the run. If you enjoyed the video, let me know what unit I should do next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.